welcome to another episode of Matt's Finds. This is episode number 8, and I want to thank all my subscribers for all the likes and comments. It means a lot to me, guys. It keeps the show going, so let's get the show started. Alright, so not many of you know this, but usually at the end of every week I go through all my change that I collect over the week, right? And I'll just go through it real quick just to look for old coins. And one of my favorite coins to find is old wheat pennies. Everybody knows like the old wheat pennies. It's got 1 cent written on the back, and it's got like the wheat on each side, right? And this one is from 1957, matter of fact. Now these pennies aren't really that rare, you know. They're more like, they're just getting harder to find, but I don't know, it's just nostalgic for me to find old wheat pennies. So to find a 1957 one, that's pretty good for my book, you know. So let's move on to the next coin that kind of surprised me, right? Okay, so I'm assuming I got this back as a quarter and I didn't know it. So this is a 20 centimos coin from 1987 Peru. You can see the back of it. But yeah, so I'm assuming that I got this as a quarter, which is alright with me. I'll just throw it in my collection real quick, you know, because I got coins and currency that I collect. So let's move to the next item. So I know a couple of people in the collecting world that like to collect salt and pepper shakers, right? So I'm always on the lookout for the cool ones at like thrift stores or yard sales, you know. So I come across this and it was missing either the salt or pepper. I don't remember which one has the 2 holes, but check this out, guys. That is a salt and pepper shaker hillbilly that lays flat like he's passed out junk. I just thought that was just funny. So I know one of my buddies out there that's wives or somebody who collects these things, they're going to really want this right here. So as you can see in the top, it's got the 2 holes. And I believe 2 holes is for salt, right? If you know in the comments what the difference between the 2 holes, the salt and the pepper shakers, I know it's the holes, but I just don't know. But I just thought that was a pretty cool find. It's ceramic and it's got like a little, like a wine cork style back right there you pop out and fill it up with. But a lot of people that collect it don't actually put the salt and pepper in them. But I just thought that's pretty cool. A little drunk, passed out hillbilly. Alright, so let's move to the next thing, guys. Alright, so here comes the cool thrift store finds that we got. So we found from 1999 in the case too. See the back of the case right here, this zipper. You can see where it says it right there, basically 1999 Boston Red Sox Zippo lighter with the lid in the case and all. And I went ahead and put some fluid in it and changed the flint out. And it does work. But there you go, you can see Boston Red Sox. It's a real Zippo. Inside's marked too. You know, you can always take it apart and check the sides of it and stuff, make sure it says Zippo on it. Alright guys, so I paid like $3 for this at the thrift store, and I looked it up online, and like right now this particular Zippo is actually going for like 30 bucks, so I might want to hold on to that for a little longer. Okay, so our next find, right, I was kind of shocked that I found this because I was actually a part of this at one time in high school. Okay, so I'm at, I believe, Miracle Hill in Greer, South Carolina, right? And I'm walking through and I see this blue case, and usually if it's jewelry, they'll keep it behind the glass, you know? So I'm like, I wonder what's in this case, you know? So I open up the case, and inside is a battle coin and some rank insignias, right? So I got to looking at it real quick, and I was like, wow, that's the school I went to, and I was in that same ROTC program. So as you can see, it's got inside 2 airman ranks, right? Because James F. Burns High School in Duncan, South Carolina has the Air Force ROTC. So this is airman. Also inside was, I believe, 2nd lieutenant. As you can see how they look. Alright, and then on the inside of the case, of course, you'll see is the coin that says, James F. Burns, ROTC, number 932. We'll pop it out of the box, and it says Military Ball 2007, A Night to Remember. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool to find because I was in this program for a little bit. I was a technical sergeant. Yeah, it's a good program too, man, for people who want to become officers in the military one day. Alright, so let's go to the next item. That this was also inside that same blue case, right, with the Burns ROTC pins and stuff. Alright, so check this out. We've got 2 South Carolina Trooper Highway Patrol pins. Now, I'm not quite sure. This looks kind of like the ones that go on the middle of their hats, but it also could be the ones for their lapels. So, I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there knows, but just put one down and try to get one closer so you can kind of see. And of course, you got, the backs of pin style, so that's what's made me thinking that's for the collars right here. But yeah, still, that's pretty cool to find those inside the same case. I'm sure that there's somebody out there that collects badges or pins or both, so I'm sure that'll be easy to find a collector for. Alright, so let's go to the next item I found. I can't find too much information on this item right here, but this was made in Japan. That's all I know, because it's stamped on the bottom in huge letters. Japan. Alright, it's got NESOR on the back, and I've typed in all kinds of stuff on Google trying to find info, and I just could not find this. But to me, just this wood look alone tells me that this was probably from the 70s and maybe like the mid 70s, because what this is a cigar lighter, a cigarette lighter that people would keep in their homes, instead of having like a little pack of matches or a click lighter. They'd have one of these, and you could just hold this up to your cigar, and you could just click it, like, light it like that, light your cigar, and put it back down on the table. So I just thought that was pretty cool. So if you guys know anything about these out there, please let me know in the comments. I love learning about the stuff that I find. But I know this is vintage because this looks like some old 70s walls, like it was made to match the interior of your home from the 70s. So I thought it was pretty cool. It's got a nice little design on the top, the lapel right here. As you can see, like I showed you earlier, it opens right here, and that's for your flint wheel and your wick right there that would come up, and that's what would light it when you would turn this down, So, pretty cool little find at the thrift stores. Alright guys, so let me show you the next thing we found. We found a unopened from 2003, a San Antonio Spurs 2003 championship Sprite bottle, right? So, to be from 2003 and unopened, that's pretty cool. So this means that someone really loved the Spurs enough to keep this, and then decided, I guess, to either donate it to Goodwill or Miracle Hill or something. But yeah, so they defeated the New Jersey Nets for the championship in 2003. But yeah, it's a pretty cool bottle, So if you're a Spurs fan out there, or you love NBA or unopened bottles that's older and stuff, like I said, it's from 2003. Give me a message, man. We can work something out with you and get this bottle to you, definitely. So I just thought it was pretty cool that it survived and it was in a thrift store. So I think I only paid like 50 cents for this. So definitely worth the find. Alright, so the next thing I got on my list is a 2012 red M&M's candy dispenser. And with this right here is where you could go buy like the huge bags of M&M's, and you put this top right here, and you just load it up and stick it on like your countertop in your home or at your office or something. And whenever you got that sugar rush you need, that chocolate, you just dump your handful right here and pop them and go about your day. But the reason I know these are kind of collectible, but it's from 2012, so if somebody's missing it from their collection, they'll want it. But I don't really care if this sits in my collection for a minute, because my grandma loved the M&M's, and like that was something me and her did together. It was just like share M&M's and stuff. So I might keep that just, you know, for Grandma, because she loved the M&Ms and the Braves. She would love to watch the Atlanta Braves play baseball and eat M&Ms. Alright, sir, let's go to the next thing I found. This is vintage, right? So you see this little box, right? So I picked it up, and I noticed the first thing it said on the bottom of it was Fisher-Price, down here in the top part right here. And I looked up the number, right? Well, it turns out this, which I thought was like a toolbox, like a kid's toolbox. It would have the plastic toys or something. But this is actually a fishing tackle box for kids. And it was designed as a real working fishing kit. Like when you bought this, it came with line, it came with weights, it came with hooks, it came with all that. And of course, all that's long gone and missing. It's just an empty box now, right? But it does make sense when I looked it up, because you can see on the top it's got like a measuring device, you know, for a little kid to catch like a little small brim or something, you know. You can measure the length of the fish, you know. But see, this handle has a groove built into it right there. That's where the fishing rod, an actual working collapsible fishing rod, would sit down right here, the handle, so that it would attach itself, so you could just carry it all in one go. So, man, they need to make more toys like this nowadays, man, because I love fishing, and I'll probably be a fisherman for the rest of my life, because that was just something I did as a kid every day. Like, when we got out of school, if it was a beautiful day out, we went fishing down by the river, or we would go to a pond, or we'd try to go to our buddy's house at the lake, or whatever. So I always encourage fishing. It's a great American pastime. So let's move on to the next items that we have, right? Okay, so I have from 2011 a Burger King toy, and this is Thor. Now, this is stamped on the bottom of the foot. Now, most toys, they'll have markings on it, and they'll have like stamps, you know, say most of the time like made in China, or made in Singapore, or made in England, you know, something like that, right? This one actually has not only the year it was made, but the actual date stamped on its foot down here. And I don't know if you'll be able to really see. It's kind of hard. It's actually on the back of his legs right here. I'll try to get it in, but it's probably not going to focus good enough. But I can tell you what exactly it says. It says 2011 Burger King Thor, made in China, February 10th, 2011. So this particular guy was made exactly on that day, on February 10th. So I guess they had like a date stamper on it, you know, where each day goes by, it just turns up a day or a month. So that's pretty cool find. He's got his cape detachable. He's got his hammer, you know. Oh, I could barely lift that thing. But, yeah, man, so I thought it was cool. There's people out there that love Thor. I'm sure somebody didn't wind up getting this back then, and now they want it. So we'll probably get it out there to them. Alright, so let's go to the next find, guys. So these are pretty cool, right? Alright, so these are like Marvel Universe figures and stuff, right? So I got these guys right here. Well, this is crazy. It's like just the other day I went to Dollar General to get some things, right? Because I love Dollar General. So I go up to Dollar General and I noticed that each one of these guys, you see, we got like a Thor, we got a Gamora, we got Captain America and stuff. Right now, brand new in the box, these are sitting on the shelves for, I think they were on clearance now, like $11, $10.99 each. Right, and as you can see on these little tags right here, I only paid $1 a piece on these guys right here. So yeah, so let's see. Captain America is from 2017, made by Hasbro, and so is Thor. So both of these guys are from 2017, right? I looked up the Gamora, and it's saying 2016 for her, also made by Hasbro. But yeah, she's saying that she was made a year earlier. Alright, so also on the same exact shelf, also for $1, we got the 2018 Talking Hulk by Hasbro that moves his arms when you like press his buttons on the back, and he talks. Like I can't hit the button for copyright reasons, but he's, you know, he does his famous, you know, Hulk smash, you know, all that right there. So that was pretty cool. I looked this guy up, and he's going for about 30 online right now. Brand new in the box though, but this is used. But I mean, it's in great shape. It's almost like an adult bought this and opened it, but never really played with it. So yeah, we got the cool Hulk right there. Alright, so we also found a 2015 Marvel Spider-Man figure, and I couldn't really find any more info about what this one's called, but it looks like he's a huge robot. The middle right here opens up. I don't know what's missing, what goes in there, but that middle chest piece opens up, and his arms only really go up and down. They don't move out side to side, neither do the legs. The legs just go front and back, but still a pretty cool Spider-Man toy, dude, for just $1. So that's a good find. I'm sure I can get about $5-6 for that online from some Spider-Man collector, because this is a pretty big piece. Like, look, and I got a big head, so look at Spider-Man over here. Alright, so the last one on that shelf, same shelf, we have from 2018, a Spider-Ham. And he does eye changing by pushing his ear button right here, right? So as you can see, it just changed his eye. So this is Spider-Ham, which I think was pretty cool. I was like, what is this thing? I had to look it up. I've never heard of Spider-Ham, but I also got him for $1 also. But as you can see, you press his button, he'll change his eyes to different eyes and stuff. And I just think this is pretty cool. And it's got where his nose pushes in. I don't know what that does when you push it in, but it goes in and out. But still, it's pretty cool. It's got the button you press to change his eyeballs. Alright guys, so that's all the Marvel stuff we got this week. Let me go ahead and show you this right here. I got this because my buddy collects these, and he tells me if I ever find them to be on the lookout. So as soon as I get done showing you guys, and so it don't all fall apart on me over here, let me take this tape off. I will be getting it to his hands very soon. But this is a vintage Mansfield Skylark 300 steel projector, model number 839. Now I can't put the exact date on this, but I do know it is a model 300, or a 300 number 839. But here's the front view of it, and you can tell it's got the classic look on the front of it. You know, I love that look of it. And here's the inside right here, and over here this door opens up where you can change your bulbs, right? And came with it tape. That's why I had to take tape off real quick. Was a 2-pack of bulbs that came with it that are in good shape too, and this bulb's also in great shape, and it works. I believe this is the 8mm that plays. I'm not 100 on that, but I do have the side cover right here in case I was wondering. But I think this is pretty cool, man. Like, imagine having to watch home videos on this big chunk thing now. Like, we take it for granted now that we can just upload something to YouTube or online and just watch it on a TV and smartphones. Man, this thing's heavy, man. It's probably like a good 12 pounds heavy. And if you needed it higher to adjust, you know, you had to unleash this lever, and you had to get it to the height that you wanted it at an angle pitched on the wall on your screen or a bed sheet or whatever, and you know, and lock it back in place and stuff. But it's a cool find, and it works great. So he's excited about getting this because he just loves messing with old movie stuff. Alright guys, so that's the last thing for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you on the next one. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like the video and share it with your friends. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.